It's kind of hard to believe that our first group of lambs, that it's about time for them to wean. As we've just started our second group, we kind of intentionally allowed a little break in between. Just kind of helps us, helps them. Hey Martin, I need to get the other rams, if I can, to move up to this pen right here is what I really need to do. Yes, Martin. Come on, Wiz. So we got 3 of the 4 present, Martin, Bandit, and Wiz. Now, it'd be great if Samson was over here and I just didn't see him, but I don't believe so. Now I'm gonna go see if I can locate Samson. There he is. He's got a front foot bothering him a bit, so we're gonna have to get them up and get them run through the trimmers and everything before dead winter gets here. It's improved a bit since they've been out on the ground with rocks and stuff like that instead of the hay pack in the barn, because that hay pack is real soft and it just doesn't keep their hooves knocked down like walking on the rocks and dirt does out on the pasture. Rams can be a little different. They're always very competitive with each other, but especially at breeding time, I guess that kind of goes without saying. Back up, guys. No. As competitive as they are, they will kind of keep up with each other. They want to know where each other's at, what each other's doing. So if we're moving them and one of the rams is left behind, then they will often call to them until they come out like, what, they didn't actually realize that I was moving them. But anyway, they will. So it's kind of interesting to watch them in that they can be very, very fierce competitors, but it's also interesting to watch how they'll kind of watch out for each other too. Well, it's become kind of apparent that we're most likely not going to be able to get the sorting done today. The weather's starting to take a change. We've got rain moving in, which I'm not going to complain about the rain. The sorting itself, rain really doesn't matter that much, because sorting itself we actually do inside the barn. It's the holding area is outside until we're ready to move them to their new location. So our girls are spoiled. They like being indoors when it rains. So I'm going to pull out about 3 bales. One to put over for where the weaned mamas are going. One in preparation for the cows, because they'll need one in a day or two. And then one for the lambs as they move around. Another reason that we're trying to get some of this early work done is we're planning on having a movie night tonight. That's right. So I'm looking forward to that. What's on the marquee for movie night tonight? I believe it's going to be the Polar Express, I think is what we'll have on the movie night. So, looking forward to that. As we come up to the holidays every year, we have movie nights of Polar Express, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Carol. So, tonight's movie night's going to be the Polar Express, I believe. Well, real quickly before my camera dies, we have a new baby. We do. Look at that. Ain't that a sweet face? Huh? Ain't that a sweet face? Hey, baby. How are you? You were trying to cozy down for the night? Huh? Are you trying to cozy down for the night? Of course, here I come. Yes, you're good. You're good, baby. You're good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, bull calf. Jayla is his mama. I knew this morning that most likely she'd have calf by the end of the day. She was kind of off in one of her favorite places on this pasture by herself this morning when I went to work. Yeah, baby. Good boy. He was so good. He was a pretty boy. Yeah. All right. Kind of shocked that she brought him up, because normally when she calves, sorry, had to get on the tractor. Here he is, standing up, if you can see him. Yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty boy. Still trying to beat the rain so we can get done, get to the house and start our movie night. It's not quite 7 o'clock yet, but it's getting real close, which is real early for us actually. But we got busy and tried to get done, but the rain started moving in a little earlier than I expected, so we had to cut a few things short. Well, I said our goal was to finish up and get in the house by 7 o'clock. Looks like we're gonna make it. All right, so time to go get settled in, get our hot chocolate or hot tea, whichever our preference is, and sit back and enjoy the movie. Well, as you can see, it has turned off to be a nasty, wet, cold, fall, yuck day. And I don't know yet exactly how that's going to affect our plans for today, because we're needing to get our first group of lambs weaned and get the mamas moved over on pasture over here. But I don't know how this weather's going to affect us. Looking at the forecast, it looks like it's going to be pretty much like this until 4 or 5 o'clock. So unfortunately it gets dark by 5:30 so that doesn't leave us much time to try to get it done. Everybody's just kind of munching on hay and laid up because it's kind of nasty. Yep. It's another reason why I've got to get some time, get our wind blocks back up here like we had last year, because that sure does help the temperature a lot in here and helps keep a lot of the dampness out as well. Yeah, that's Blackie. It's one of the slaughter rams I was talking about that seems to cause one of the most problems. Our first run for today is going to be get a little hay up here to the rams. They've got a bit of green grass out here, so I don't suspect they're going to be too worried about hay right now. But as that starts thinning out, it'll become a necessity. Welcoming party for the hay. Some of them already hollering at me. How you doing, girl? This new calf belongs to Jayla. Where'd you go, bud? There you are. Hi. Hi. You gonna be friendly this morning? In the daylight? Yeah, a little bit. Say kinda. I was trying to get a snack. He's a cool one. He's a good looking guy. Kind of thick. Kind of clumsy. Still. Thick old legs. That's not your mama. Looks kind of like her, but not your mama. Anyway. Level with that top one. No, you just feel. Is that even? But I can't tell you right now because of this spacing. We are going to need one more fluid necessary, but I don't want to split this distance already. Yeah. Okay. And then when we put that one in, we'll just make it half. Ready? Mm-hmm. Just as a recap, we'll be bringing some of the slaughter rams over this evening. Like I said, we'll load them in from that end, then we'll chain that back up. We'll put a water tank on the outside right here where this is. That slot is just big enough for me to pass the water hose through to fill up a tank just inside here. Feeders for tonight or tomorrow night, we just may have to scrounge up a few and make it work, but I think we can do that. Sorry, I'm having really bad cramps in my ribs, and whew, this made it kind of difficult. Anyway, this is all secured fairly well. I have this gate piece right here that we can close up, and I got a hook mounted to the inside here where we can wrap this around, and it will hook back on this to secure it pretty tight. Could use a little bigger piece of chain, but it works. But that's going to be it for this right now. So I'm going to say goodbye on the ram pen. Basically what we're doing is I'm using this to move the trailer since it's so wet down there. It's going to be near impossible to get the tractor and trailer in. That way I can put the tractor in four-wheel drive and have a better chance of being able to get in and out where we need to be.
There you go. Go. There you go.
There we go. Okay. Getting some water filled up. Alright, well that was a fast fill. That'll be enough hay to get them, oh, maybe through the night. Right now they're in a little bit of culture shock. They're not real sure what's going on. Well, time for early morning baby checks. Don't see babies. Need to get the trailer hooked up. We're gonna have to hook it up first onto the drawbar of the tractor, which is not the best way to move it, but as wet as it is down here, it's about the only way I have of being able to get into these muddy spots. Well, here we go, on our way. New rig, old trailer. Yeah. It's all good. Processor run is complete. Just got home a few minutes ago. Time to come down, check, see if there's any babies. And doesn't appear to be any right now. Yes, I do. I see one right there. hiding under the feeder. So, Bear was right. So who do you belong to? Is that your lamb under the feeder? Is that your lamb? Right there? That one right there? Is that yours? Yeah, that's hers. That's hers. How'd you get under there? Huh? How'd he get under there? Is he getting around okay? Has he found his nourishment? He has now. Here's the next one. Now you're gonna go outside looking around. Next thing we've got to work on is going to be something for the house for winter. My mom asked, you didn't see any of that. To be the top, the 45 that kicks the pipe out so that it vents away from the house is broke. So I'm gonna have to get another one of those. But until then, we're just gonna have to do the best we can. So I have a 45. Well, did I say 90 or 45? I don't know. It's supposed to be a 90 at the top that kicks the vent out so that it all vents out away from the house. But unfortunately, all I have is a 45. Believe it or not, I'm almost done. Man, it's going to be cold feeding tonight, especially after last night was like 70 something degrees. It ain't gonna be near as nice tonight. Okay, it wasn't 70, it was like 60. But still, it'll be a big difference. It's gonna be so much colder at night than it was last night. And since I'm here early enough, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of things done. I put the water tank back on the tractor. I'm gonna go get this bale that we're gonna put in for the moms and babies. Of course, they're fixing to wean soon, but they still need a bale until the weekend. The way the cows perked their ears up when I moved that hay bale, you'd about thought they were convinced that they were gonna get a second one. I know that one that I put out the other night wasn't the best, but they usually don't complain much. But I will get down here and get them fed and get the water tanks filled up. There's the second calf that was born, playing around. That's the oldest calf right there. What's up? Huh? Why are you sticking your tongue out at me? Did you taste some of that heifer? Is it pretty good? Well, the feeder lambs over here seem to be settling in pretty good. They're still not 100% certain, but they're settling in. They decimated their hay feeder, so I definitely had to pull them. Good bit of hay tonight. I know they're picking a lot, but it's just kind of the way it is. Water tank's still full, so I'm not sure if they have discovered it or not. Not sure about that. Anyway, so if I'm going to move a bale, the idea actually was to move a bale up under the barn, pull off of it to put in their feeder. And if I'm going to, then tonight's probably going to be the night to do that, because my understanding is that it's supposed to start raining either Wednesday night or the next night, and rain a couple of 3 days.